What up, mana nerds? Welcome back to Guju Mines. We bested the elevator. Arrived in this basement coliseum to face off, I'm assuming, will be the Jewel Eater.
I thought my mind was playing tricks, but no, there's something here.
Quite the overwhelmingly oppressive.
Morley's senses are going off.
Come this far underground and get scared off now. Show yourself.
Oh.
Here it comes.
And boom, there he is.
That's not like any mole I've ever seen. Careful, everyone.
The classic mole boss, Jewel Eater. Right off the bat, it seems Val has encased us in some sort of shield. I believe Earth is very, yes, weak to wind. Which means probably could have... You know what? We're gonna cheat a little. Vroop, 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 go back in time. And Karina should probably be hooked up with the powers of wind. Kick ass. How far along is she? Quite so. Does she have all her wind magic on her that she can? Yes. Is that how? Yeah. There you go. That's how you look at things. All yes. Okay. Cool. 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 Ooh. Wait. Where's
Over. I'm on it.
I saw strength in there. Does she not have that? On the shortcut. She does not. Strength. Palomina, throw a bunch of ice at him, hopefully that works. And let's do it. I fucked over Palomina's line, I want to hear it again.
I thought my mind was playing tricks, but no, there's something here.
Quite the overwhelmingly oppressive presence. Oh.
Overwhelmingly oppressive presence. She has a lot of great... She does that a lot. It's nice little alliterations.
Careful, everyone.
I don't believe the Jewel Eater is in secret. I don't, but I distinctly remember him in Seiken 3, brought him back in Trials, and here is a pretty, you know, I don't know, terrible display of this beast. He's just charging around. He's in this weird coliseum, just waiting for some gladiatorial contest. And he's not, you know, he's not even like being a mole. Like he's not tunneling. He's not. Explain any of those attributes. It's just sort of here. But he looks great. I do like again, coming into this from the first time, the designs are, I always like the designs, but there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of flair. And like with the Jewel Eater here, he has all his like little crystals and everything, and but yeah, I do like it. Ooh, there you go. That orange bar on the left still doing something I don't... I can't remember. I'm pushing combinations of things and it's not. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. There is no escape. Yeah, this encounter is going just about far better than the last one. Palomino, just hang in there, don't get stepped on. Should probably heal though. Yeah, sorry, I kind of get lost in this battle, so this is kind of going good. I think I always loved doing in games a lot was, especially like RPGs and, you know, spending attribute points and shit like that. Like you get a couple hours in, and then you just restart. You just go back. And I don't know, it was always kind of fun because you just kind of like cruise through this like nice little intro again, you know, you're familiar with, and then you can really you know, you just get that better appreciation. Like you go in and you don't really have the like, oh, this is what the system can do, you know, and then once you learn it, then it's like, okay, then you just sort of dump it, go back and like refresh, and yeah, it's kind of better that second time around, you know, like pizza out of the oven. It's like, ooh, it's got a brand new, okay. Wow, I just could not roll out of that. But I think that will take it home. Excellent. You kind of get used to like the roll dodge in a lot of other games, between a lot of the games, and it's far like swifter and
perhaps Gnome's power isn't as
in reaching in other during other encounters than here. You kind of need to time it a little. You can't. It's not just a oh shit button. You gotta incorporate it into the flow of the rest of all the other actions.
Now ain't that a sight for sore eyes? Alms, in my mind. What can I do you?
Gnome's got a real
What are you doing?
Santa's workshop kind of thing going on. I don't know.
Wanna get even?
What do you mean, monster lair? This here mine is mine. Not my fault that Jewel Eater came and gobbled me up whole.
Man, you have no. I was just suddenly hit with the urge to skip this, and I was like, wait, nope, I'll let you guys consume. I fucking hate that. His design. He looks awful. He is just creepy. The ears are just like way too much skin. The little bell is really unnecessary. Gloves are very obnoxiously cartoony. I just know him. He had just this very, you know, he was kind of like, what was he like? No, a kid was Watts. It's like this cross between Watts and Sylphid, like this kind of like Jolly Genie, Hammer Pants kind of guy. Remember, there's I remember he was sort of bearded. We're gonna run through Trials again. I kind of want to do you know, skip through all the everything and just I think the last time I did that, because I was trying to just get back to the end of this like the witch's castle endgame shit, and so I just blasted through, and I think it took me about like 6 hours. So actually trying and knowing what I'm doing, let's see, we can get that down to 5. I fucking love Trials.
Cliffs and make our way to Elusia Isle. Is there anything you can do?
Aha! So that's why y'all went out of your way to find me. Well,
Yeah, we're just using you, man.
rise and shine, my little earth.
His pants are like two giant nuts.
Man, I need your help. Lend him a hand now.
This is a terrible design. I've never seen this actually. I never fucking watched this. But think of all the great Karina moments I've skipped, so.
That ought to fix your plant problem.
Couldn't you have used this power to keep Guju from falling?
Yeah, what the fuck you been doing this whole time?
Tapped out a man at this point, and without an arm to replenish it,
He's got like a real Tennessee
soil that once
moonshine. That's what he's like the mana spirit of fucking
stone, I'm afraid.
Then
fucking banjos.
can do for Liza?
Guju is gone. About time y'all quit worrying about
Hate his stupid shoes.
focusing on
I hate his cuffs.
If you ask me. It's time for you to go back to the Dead Cliffs. It's a long way yet before you reach the mana tree.
A poignant reminder of
Hate
our
that.
remaining responsibilities.
Cheer up. Y'all are a beacon of hope to people like us.
See, Watts is pulling off the mustache quite fucking well, and that dude's doing it in a really creepy way.
How did you hear about Etern?
In references I'm not gonna make kind of mustache way.
All I know is that for 16 years, there's been no all from a Terran.
Watts looks like
Can come back.
the
Why not?
the entirety is he's the fucking mana spirit of ZZ Top.
Please, take care of Liza for me.
You worry about yourself.
And my god, Legs is their best fucking song. Why is that not fucking played more?
For me.
Time to head back to Dede.
Then I would get sick of it like all the other ones that do get played every day, so there you go.
Back to the Dede Cliffs.
What?
Okay, so,
There's only an ocean between us.
we're going to try a new format today. One, we're just gonna shit around here in the desert. Following the story always gets me distracted and cuts into a lot of the rambling. So why is Val here? He needs to take a break. We no longer need his services. He's like special teams. Buttons? There we go. And so, mainly because we're quite underpowered. And we're going to address that by grinding. And so, everyone's at like level 18. That's a little low. I think, yeah, Morley needs to come back. Ooh, love me the rogue. Hell yeah. What blades do we have? Badass. Obnoxious. And so yeah, we're gonna level up. We're gonna collect all the dog biscuits out there in the desert. And Karina. What else does she have? We have a moon. Let's I can't remember what does she moon as. Oh, I think she might go like fisticuffs. She might like be like a monk or something. Or no, fans? More fans. Yes, yes. Very much so.
This is just the beginning.
Her shade, her vessel, I think is more fists. Palomina she have any yet? Yeah, she gets boots. Which is a pretty cool weapon. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Arena taken over.
Legend has fucking nunchucks and oh, the bow and arrow, which I've never gone through the game with that one. Which is such cool. Oh yeah, Secret, I totally forgot, like Secret had a bow and arrow. Yeah, that was a great, you don't really get to play with the ranged, you know, so much now. I really hope they make another mana game. But yeah, so we're going to run around here aimlessly. And we're also going to, I know we like to, you know, keep it fun and light, but I think we're gonna talk about some more serious topics. I think need to be broached. And so hang in there. But movies like really fucking suck nowadays. And in addition to that, I will say music has gotten like considerably fucking better within like the past just so many years. So for a while now, movies have been like real bad. They've been total dog shit. Mainly, they're shot in digital. They look like fucking ass. Alright? Film is better. Film is... It's like a daydream. All the grain and all that resolution and definition that's not being filled in, you know? The film is coming halfway to you with all its color and celluloid and whatever chemicals and juice the fucking birthing vat film is fucking rises from. All of that comes almost at you, and then you come at it the rest of the way, and your senses aren't being fucking molested with as many pixels and predictions of frames that are going to come next, and weird algorithms. I don't, you know, just no. It's like a cave, you know, like cave paintings died right when they started shooting in like that like red camera. A thing, you know, and when everything just went digital. Now it's obviously not all bad. Wow, what just went off? They just died instant. I didn't even do anything. There are a lot of great movies that are still doing shit. It's just that there's been more movies that should not be as bad as they are that have come out in like just the recent 10 or whatever years than I ever fucking grew up on. So, but like horror movies, there's been a lot of really fun horror movies recently. Like I said, Countdown was really good. Megan 2 was awesome. Wow. That kind of had a little bit of everything. It's like a musical. But it knows, because it knows how to have fun with itself. It understands everything about itself, the time and age, the look and style, the medium, what it's going to feel like when I'm sitting here on my fucking pad screen looking at this image. What is it going to feel like to me? And I get a sense that somebody got a sense of that while they were making the movie. And that translated directly, you know, across, and the fidelity of the lighting, the shadows, the action, the movement, the dialogue, the everything. It was wonderful. It was perfect. and it took a second, and especially something like Countdown, like technology movies and internet movies. I mean, starting from the fucking 90s, have been really, really bad, and it's always just been such these like fake second-hand interpretations of what technology like looks like and feels like, and actually interacting with it. One of the worst examples of anything was, I'm pretty sure it was Roseanne, and it was Dan playing Super Nintendo, and he was using the controller like it was an arcade cabinet. Like it was flat on the coffee table in front of him, and he was just like going at it like it was Street Fighter or something. It was but so like Countdown, everything about Countdown felt like that's what downloading an app looks like. That's what like an app reading about an app, the app updating on the phone, them trying to delete it. Was that Tom Segura? Was he? I didn't look it up because that name, that feeling, and that guy, I really hope that's him. But whoever the phone guy was at the shop, like he was hilarious. Everything was awesome about that movie, and it all felt like what it feels like to actually interact with what they're interacting with, like what it looks like a phone and everything, you know? We really need another wizard. We could desperately use out of all the dog shit that you're remaking and rebooting, where the fuck is the wizard? And so there's been some good shit here and there, some funny shit. So far, still my current favorite movie of all time is Never Going Back. Yeah, with those two, I don't know their names. But always top of my head, fucking Blade Runner, dog shit, 2040 poop crap, like terrible movie. And all the new Star Wars, all the obviously new Indiana Jones. I mean that one's easy, right? But people have actually kind of liked. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're going right back to it. People have generally liked, it seems, Blade Runner 2049, and you're fucking idiots. It's garbage, right off the bat. The little things. The name of the movie is Blade Runner 2049. The movie opens up right inside of I think a police car, right? A flying cop car or something. And there's a display, and the year is displayed. Then cut to landscape, LA, which has actually looked cleaner than maybe it ever has in a lot of years of many movies. It's just like a foggy London, LA. And then what is plastered right on the screen? Before I give it away, I used to love the dicks out of Children of Men. Children of Men was the first movie I saw in theaters 4 times. I saw... I think I saw Return of the King 3 times. Charlie's Angels, absolutely minimum twice, possibly 3. But yeah, Children of Men 4, and I loved it. And I'm sure it was always in front of me, but like, you know, I never know. Oh, wow, I'm wasting a lot of time right now. We're not well fed. Oh, what does this do? Adds extra ability slots. Oh, that's cool. Do I just use it, right? That's it. Da da da. She has new abilities now. Yeah, we'll look at that. But I have not played Final Fantasy 14 in way far too long. And wait, so do we set to? Is it already on the ring? Well, the miracle cookies are. Is that 15? What do cookies give you? The curious. It's only 10. Yeah, okay, so we'll just we'll.
Take over.
And I just completely forgot to stay well fed. So let's do some of that.
I can help you.
And so ooh, wait, we need money too, right? Hell yeah. Filthy lucre.
Here.
Yeah, and so never saw it a million times, watched it a million times, never noticed it until, I don't know, you just got to, I guess it got to a more, an age of critique, and God, that yellow bar is really pissing me off. I know it's a button, and I know it's something, and I just don't fucking know what. And so one day finally noticed, the movie opens up, Children of Men opens with our hero. I think it's either on a TV screen or it's in the coffee shop where the TV is playing. And I think it opens with you hearing the TV first, maybe. And so they give you the year. One of the very first things the movie tells you is the year. And it's like 20. Oh shit! It was like 2019, wasn't it? Or no. He was wearing that as an Olympic thing, sweater. I think it was 2030 or I think maybe it already happened. I don't know. But anyway, and they tell you that, God, that was weak as shit. That the youngest person on the planet has I can't go to the menu yet until all that dog shit up there, all the end battle crap is over. Like in Trials just let you snap to everything. So they tell you that it's on the news that the youngest person on the planet has died. And they tell you the date of the day that it happened, which is right then, the present, and you know, and so they tell you there, you know, blah blah blah, 2040 whatever, or 20 whatever. Yeah, I know, it's really annoying when you kind of get hung up on all this little bullshit information. So anybody listen, stop fucking doing that. Just say the thing that you want to say and stop going back and trying to remember all the little, oh, how many centimeters was it? Or how many feet were the road? It was like, oh, it was about like 15, I don't know, 18 feet. Nobody fucking cares. Just say the fucking thing, all right? So you're told what fucking year it is. Clive Owen walks out of the coffee shop, and I believe this is maybe before the bomb goes off, but it tells you, it just tells you right there on screen, it tells you the year. And after I was just told, I was just given that information. The movie already gave me that information. Just the graceless, artless, dumb repetition of that, because to be given information like that already was a really gentle, clever, subtle, intelligent way. Like this, like you're coming into this movie, you know it's set in the future. Oh, when in the future is it set? Well, what's the most important thing that is going on? You know, there are no more babies. So what has become the most precious commodity? The youngest person. So what a way to kick off everything. The youngest person is dead. What a way to perfectly show the state of every. See, did that autosave?
Ourselves before we set off.
I really. That should have autosaved, right? How do you? We're in the desert. It's got to be right now, right? Yeah, totally. It conveys everything, the dire state of the world, what, you know, the precious commodities are, the stakes that come already raised when that element is introduced later on, with, again, no fanfare, so, you know, everything just kind of flows in naturally. It's very, the movie, everything about Children of Men is very, yeah, like natural and almost like found footage, but, you know, like,
Got it.
but then right after I was told what year it is, I'm then it's just plastered and blarped. Oh, and again, it also tells you we're in London. Like, yeah, the double-decker fucking bus didn't... the scenery didn't fucking give it away already, you know? And in general, in a lot of movies, like, yeah, like, finally, in fucking... and maybe a couple of the Bonds, but in, like, No Time to Die, you're just shown that the river...
Nice.
What is that, like the Thames or whatever? And it doesn't say anything on screen. Like, I know, man, we get it. Like, we've been here. And so, you know, the movie's treating with respect, but then it just barfs this image on the screen of this floating text of, like, what is this? Like, how does this exist? Like, and all that shit, anything can happen in a lot of movies, but not anything can happen in just fucking any movie. And when we're going through Children of Men, I don't need an extra image on the screen telling me, hey, where I'm at, where it's already so fucking obvious. And also D, where when it is, where I was already artfully told that in a clever way, and then you ruined it by then spelling it out for me. So anyway, that's Children of Men. And yeah, Blade Runner 2049 does the same exact fucking thing. And then right after you're told, basically twice already, from the title of the fucking movie, from the ticket you bought, from the trailer, from in Ryan Gosling's beautiful eyes, and on the display, again, artfully, on which, again, you don't even need it on the, it's already the title of the movie. Fine, put it, which is when, but we don't need the title of the movie. Actually, the title of the movie shouldn't be telling us these things. The movie itself, everything should begin, every movie should begin like you just woke up into existence, and this is the first thing that you've ever seen. And now everything is going to be given to you, and it's not going to be given to you like you're a fucking dumb baby.
Don't mind if I do.
And yeah, so I don't need the screen. I don't need some subtitle, some extra text to tell me the year. Maybe the location, because it is pretty foggy and dirty. I think the first one is set in LA, but it doesn't really matter where Blade Runner is set, you know? It's fucking Blade Runner. It's bleak. And then that movie just keeps going. And then you have, and it's like, it doesn't make Human Revolution bad, but it does, again, it makes it, wow, that candle is like a fucking heat seeker. But it does stand out, and it doesn't flow as well together as the first Deus Ex. But in Human Revolution, yeah, when you're hacking, you're really not doing anything else but hacking, and you're just, every action and fun thing to do in the game is very, it's, you know, segmented. And And so there's like these moments where we're in Blade Runner, I'm not going to call it Blade Runner because it's not. Doesn't deserve that fucking name. So in 2049, they'll cut to that like Jared Leto guy, who's like the creator of everything, and then he'll just pontificate and barf some crap for a while, and then like the robot gets pooped out of a sack, and then he kills the robot, and then he's covered with blood and all the great imagery. And it's like, shut the fuck up. And then now we're on it. Do you remember when Tyrell was? Remember when we met Tyrell? When fucking whatever that Nexus. I can't remember anything else, but other than he was a Nexus 6, and he then has the toy maker lead him up to Tyrell's apartment, you know, through the elevator so they could play chess. Like, that's meeting God. That's walking into that's profaning the sacred realm. Okay, in 2049, when we cut to just some asshole in some X-Men like danger room, and then again the robot gets pooped out of a sack so we can have the scene and everything, fuck you. So the movie's filled with that. You know what also it's filled with? Ryan Gosling being a badass. Like when his ship gets taken out, and then he has to fight everyone in the junkyard. Like, oh yeah, I've watched the movie a couple times, and I go to the good stuff. The scream, the revelation. But probably so far worst movie right now of all time. I don't know. I haven't seen everything everywhere all at once. That will probably I can feel that one already. That wants to fucking destroy the list. But what's topping right now? Barbie. But would I watch Barbie again? Absolutely. It was just like, if there's a Ryan Gosling edit of Barbie, he's probably how do you know how long in the first Avengers movie? Do you know how long Tony Stark is in the movie for? Like how his screen time, like every second that ticks by with Tony on screen, you know how many minutes he has? He has the most out of all the Avengers in the first Avengers movie, and kind of by sort of a good amount too. But so the Avengers, what is that movie, like 2 hours? Tony is on, Robert Downey Jr. is on screen for 15 minutes in that whole movie, which is then, I don't know, you kind of feel like for how much you do see him and feel him and get felt by him in the Avengers, I guess 15 minutes is like a really fucking long time. Maybe that's it. Hey, like the 15 minutes of fame shit. But yeah, and so everyone else, like Hawkeye's in it for like 3 minutes or something. Like there's some Avengers, there's some cast members in there that you're like, it's, yeah, you'd be surprised. And so if there's just like a bridge, just like a just a little, yeah, like, you know, Gosling edit, I would have that on right now all the time. But yeah, but Christ, what else? I just watched Honey Don't the other day. One half of a Coen Brothers movie. Couldn't even, you know what makes like trash B movies so great is that they're trash. Is that they're not made with $1 million by one of the most experienced professionals in the whole field, co-written and refined. By any B movies aren't made with talent. They're not clean. They don't have nice edits. They're not shot digitally. They don't have fucking big names. And you know what? I have always really had a thing for Aubrey Plaza, and I don't know, it's like, it's not how I ever wanted to like see her nipples. I could have done without that. And like, you can't just make a movie that's like a B movie that has all those kind of ideas and then that's what you call it. Like, it just doesn't fucking work that way. That was horrendous. Skip most of it. And the whole assaulting of the senses part at the end, like, tea kettles are already pushing it in movies. Or like, tea kettle, it's like forced walking in a fucking game. Like, tea kettles, alarms, phones ringing, I mean, like, and they just layered them all there at the end, and it's like, fuck you, I'm not even giving you the time. Another thing you should stop giving the time to, Star Wars. It doesn't matter, alright? It doesn't exist, it's just a bunch of dog shit, okay? Like, it's just a bunch of dudes back in the day had just an idea for something, you know? And like, and back in, they made it in the spirit that it was made in then, with the resources and the technology and the limitations, and that's just like why New Hope, Empire, so it wasn't even called that back in the day, but like Empire and Jedi, like, they have the magic that they do. We'll see in like 20, 30 years, this will be amazing, if the new trilogy will find the redemption that the prequels have comfortably slid into. Of like, yeah, the prequels are. I was watching them in the worst way possible the last time it was on fucking Blu-ray, and there was a moment in Attack of the Clones where Anakin and Padme are romping around this field, like falling in love and shit. And it was a really kind of beautiful looking scene, and then the way it transitioned, it screen wiped. It screen wiped into something else. And I don't know, the screen wipe surprised. I mean, sure, like in fucking on Naboo, I'm sure there was one, you know, but I don't know, it just really stood out right there. Wait, am I hopping on this? Oh shit, I think I'm doing this again. Can I get off of this? No, I can't. Sorry. We're doing this again. This is such an outright games thing. This is such like a Gigantosaurus, like, just going around collecting dog shit, like little dude. And then like again, like, now I hit this. There's no fucking reason to ever do this again. And now I could have maybe even jumped around and tried to collect a lot of that shit. And like, but yeah. Yeah. The fuck was I talking about? Movies and games. For some reason I just started thinking about Resident Evil. I want to do a playthrough of Resident Evil. First one. The good one. Yeah, 4 sucks. Star Wars. Right. The screen wipe in Attack of the Clones there, I don't know, it just had this like, whoa. This is a Star Wars. It had such a classic Star Wars feel to it. The prequels were just like this heavy misstep, where it's just like, it's like Star Wars is like your favorite band, but it's a little older, and it tried to be cool and hop up on stage, but it slipped, and it got put on fucking YouTube, and you know, so. But it's like, we still like them. They're still a good band. They still play good music. But no, back in the day, like the prequels still aren't great. They're still not okay. Back in the day, they were really rough. But then, like, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, one of the, I still haven't seen Rise Skywalker. Last Jedi, one of the most abysmal fucking things I've ever seen. They're not worth anything. It doesn't matter that they're called Star Wars. Star Wars is this thing that came out in a moment back then, and it's like, oh wow, this was really fun that we did this. This is great, and this turned out really great. All right, and then it just kept going. You know, you remember like Mickey Mouse couldn't talk, and he just sort of like bounced up and down like a fucking noodle. All right, and then he like started talking, and then he started fighting Sephiroth and shit like that. And then I was about to hop into that again. Did you ever watch Defunctland? He's got a great one about the costumes. And I never knew that there was a talking Mickey costume. Like somebody wore a head that talked, and there was somebody behind a curtain like operating the head and the responses. Like, it's really crazy, but that was fucking amazing. An episode of that. But yeah, so Star Wars was this thing. Okay, now they've kept it like, all right, like the whole, if you replace every part of a ship, is it still the same ship? And it's like, no, like The Simpsons, what they were from when they started, that show ended. There is a show. It is still The Simpsons. It is still the characters, the look of them, the imprisoned voice actors that have been keeping them alive this whole fucking time. Okay, but what the Simpsons was when it started, that show, in a weird, muddly way that is kind of abstract and feely of when that ended, somewhere around season 8 or 9, that show's over. And then new assholes come in and they have their own new asshole ideas of things, and they didn't read as many books or have the same kind of education, or they weren't as poisoned by fucking TikTok as much as the writers were back then, who started The Simpsons. Again, who like grew up on things that were just more closely aligned with the, you know, more, you know, classical consumption of knowledge and entertainment, and so the Simpsons are doing, there's something now, and they're saying something now, but like, are they, is that the Homer who took Bart out on what was it, like Christmas Eve night? And I don't remember how the plot of that episode goes, but it ends up with, oh, the presents. What happens? Something about presents. No, wait, there's money. And there are presents. The presents get ruined. The money gets spent. The money gets lost. Homer loses the money. Somehow the money gets lost. They're out looking for presents. Homer needs it. No, Homer has no money. That was it. Burns the bonus. Was there a Christmas bonus? There's no Christmas bonus. Homer has no money. He's lying to everyone about that there'll be presents. He doesn't want to disappoint his family. Bart finds out. They go to the dog track. Yada yada yada. And then Santa's Little Helper. Is the Homer that you see now, is the Homer that you've seen for the past 20, almost 30 years, like, is that the Homer Simpson? No. That took Bart out on Christmas Eve and they came back with Santa's Little Helper? No. Fuck no. Not at all. That Homer's gone. There's some weird new butt puppet version of him that they got, you know, parading around on the fucking channels, but that's that. And so Star Wars, it's the name, it's the property, it's the license, it's the contracts, it's the likenesses and the lawyers, and it's all the dog shit. And it just keeps going. And is some of it good? I didn't watch any of Andor. I trust Andor is good. People I know who have good opinions about things have told me good things about Andor, so I got a feeling Andor's pretty good. Also, why do I feel that? Because Rogue One was fucking awesome. Was some of it kind of, you know, well, no, not really ridiculous. The only one thing that really stood out, that only happens in Rogue One, is, when the blind dude with the staff knocks sand into the eyes of the helmeted stormtrooper, that moment's a little silly. Other than that, I fucking love Rogue One. You know what else is great? Solo. Yeah, I don't know, Jedi Outcast 2. Like, there has been shit beyond 1983 that has been very good about Star Wars. But, like, you don't have to accept all of it, and you don't, the way, like, people talk about it, incorporate it, to say that, like, what happened then? Okay, like, there was a rave in the Ewok village, and they were drumming on helmets and looking at ghosts. And by the way, Hayden Christensen should have brought this up. George Lucas never should have fucking done this in the first place, and everyone needs to fucking get up on this. Replacing the actor, the original actor from Return of the Jedi with, right, Hayden Christensen, was super fucked up, alright? So, yeah, shut the fuck up about all the other, what else? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing now with it. And Rey and Han can die. That would be cool. But all this new dog shit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. It's just someone else's. It's not even. It's hard to even call it someone else's idea because it's not their idea. It's their. They're just jumping in on something that. Like, I don't know, like Rings of Power. Did you really give a shit about that? Like, just some asshole just coming up with some new dog shit? It's not the kind of thing where new stuff just so easily just gets slotted in. And yes, the Star Wars universe, that's why the stuff exploring the universe is so good. But this whole little, like, Skywalker, I never understood. Then they made it, and that's the thing, where it's like, the original Star Wars was not about Skywalker. Like, yes, Darth Vader is a big part of it. Luke is a big part of it. These buttholes are two big parts of it, you know? But it's almost like it just never had this feeling. I don't even remember the prequels really having this feeling, even though, yes, it is exploring more of the Skywalker lineage, but yeah, it's just going back to Darth's. It just so happens that Darth is a kid when stuff is happening before the events of the the original Star Wars, because this is a prequel, so it's going back. When you go back, he's a kid. Like, the original just kind of had this whatever, just sort of, yeah, like, dumb whatever feel about it. But then, with these new ones, they turned it into this, like, Skywalker saga. And, like, it's like the whole family's like fucking Neo or something. And it's like, like, what? Shut the hell up. But again, yeah, the exploration of the universe, because it's a rockin' universe. You can do infinite things with it. It's like Twilight Zone. It's like an anthology of just, yeah, let's see who I would love to see. Like, it's why, like, Solo was so good. Like, Ron Howard's a good director. Why am I leaving the battle? Everyone needs to die. I would love to see more. The Wachowskis fucking should have done a Star Wars. Like, David Fincher, like, everybody should fucking do a Star Wars. It would be awesome. You know, that's why Mission Impossible is really cool until... I'm a huge fan of Maguire, but it's Mission Impossible is what it is. It sucks now that it's lost that... Hey, what are we going to see now about it? But yeah, so this stream is about to end. A lot of the newest movies from the greatest directors that should be awesome have been, and with great actors and ideas and whatever. Oh, I totally forgot Indiana Jones is in 2049, but that's how terrible that movie is. But yeah, I mean, okay. Do you recall in Blade Runner? Do you remember the bicycles? Do you remember the bicycles just riding by? Yeah. Okay. Does 2049, like, don't be fucking stupid. The movie's doing nothing. God, Ryan Gosling is gorgeous. Anywho, oh, Starfighter, right? Excited for that? That's gonna kick ass. But, as I said before, like music, where music is now, I'll just give a preview of that with, what's her name? Olivia Dean. Damn. Damn. So there you go. Have a good day. Stay hydrated. And make sure you cuddle and spoil all your pets and companions. Farewell.